Paul Harding, 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Here he is.
Hey, Paul, how are you?
Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys.
Paul's from Martin Harding and Mazzotti. We have a legitimate, hard-hitting question for you in a second, but did you see the Anelli news?
I did. In fact, it was sent to me over the weekend, and I thought to myself, boy, talk about how may he use this in a marketing? I can almost hear the commercial now. Yeah.
Well, he certainly has hands-on experience.
Will he represent? Will he represent himself?
Well, you can. They say if you represent yourself, you have a fool as a client. Right? So I suspect he's going to have someone represent him, and of course everything's going to be scrutinized and
yes.
It's tough stuff.
I love that you asked.
Life moves in funny ways.
Yes.
It certainly does.
Yeah.
Now, on a more serious note, 17th anniversary of 9/11. You must remember where you were, right, Paul?
Exactly where I was. Yeah.
Where? Can you share?
Well, I was in the parking lot right across the street from you guys. Really, I had just pulled in, and I was listening to the Howard Stern show, and kind of hearing that unfold there, and then I walked into my office, and then within a few minutes I went home. Yeah.
I've gone back and listened to Stern's coverage of it because it was like they were all, they were in the city.
They were watching it unfold, yeah.
They didn't know what was going on either.
I mean, that Robin exchange is one of the more famous audio exchanges.
Yeah, no question.
All right, it's Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010 and 1-800-LAW-1010, or excuse me, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. We've been talking about this for 10 days or so now. The couple that set up a GoFundMe page for the homeless guy who gave his last $20 to the female when she ran out of gas. They accrued like $400,000, and the homeless guy said he only got about $100,000 of it. Did I lay that out accurately, Paul?
You did. So they went ahead. He hired an attorney to kind of find out where the rest of the money was in a civil suit. They found out that the money's just not there, or not much of it. And so now it looks like, as of yesterday anyway, that this couple is going to be indicted for misappropriation of funds and embezzlement, and they have taken the money and used it for their own purposes, or at least that's the allegation.
Let me ask you, though.
They say they didn't trust him. He was spending on drugs.
Well, and there is that, and that very well may be true, but, I mean, it is GoFundMe, and anybody can access it, and they didn't expect to get $400,000. I mean, is there some way, how do you argue for this couple here, who obviously bought some expensive cars? How do you argue for them? Hey, GoFundMe, you need to tighten up the reins. You need to make this more legal for who it's for.
Well, GoFundMe just kind of says, listen, we are the platform, kind of like Uber, right? So we're the platform where you can now get other people who are like-minded, who want to support maybe this injustice or kind of help these folks out who are in a tough way. So I think they intended this in a very positive, good way. They couldn't even have thought in their wildest dreams that there would be this type of amount raised. But then they had access to it, and as soon as they converted it into their own accounts, it got a little too much, and maybe they thought to some degree that the allegation that he had been a drug user and that they did it for his own safety. Well, if that's the case, you could consult an attorney and try to put the money in some kind of a trust so it could be distributed to him safely.
I just don't get it. So is there no follow-through with GoFundMe? Can I just claim to set up a page for something and never follow through with it?
Yeah, you really could. So GoFundMe is sort of like, I guess it really is these platforms. It is like Uber, right? So all they're doing is saying, okay, this driver is, you are connecting to this driver, and you pick, and they're going to come pick you up, and we're not really involved in the rest of it, right?
But they have insurance and stuff.
But if I say I'm raising a GoFundMe page for a cancer for a cancer fundraiser and then never donate it to anyone, am I legally in trouble?
Yeah, you are. Because once you've done that, you've decided. Because let's say you're going out and you're going to collect door to door for the VFW, and you knock on the door and someone gives you $5, someone gives you $3, and at the end of the day you got $50. Well, if you don't bring that over to the VFW, then you have committed a crime. And that's what they did here. Now, GoFundMe does have a thing called the GoFundMe guarantee. If there is misappropriation of funds, each donor is refunded up to $1,000, and each beneficiary up to $25,000. Although in this case, they're going to make good on the whole amount because of the amount of publicity that this has. But ultimately, no. People, I'm sure it has happened where they've set up pages and people haven't gotten their money, but nobody knows about it.
I wonder if the couple who...
that kind of thing happened before GoFundMe too.
Oh,
I mean, the story you were referencing, I feel like actually happened.
You're right.
Someone tried to raise money for a patient of some sort.
The irony of all this is the couple who's now spent the money and facing these legal problems will send up a GoFundMe page for their legal fees
themselves.
I had not thought of that. But...
And they should, and people will donate.
Yes, and why not?
All right, well, thanks for straightening that out for us, Paul.
We appreciate it. Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti. It's 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Take care, brother.
Thanks, Paul.
You're welcome.